Hi guys, hope you're doing alright. Today I just sort of wanted to talk about the thing that's been going on quite a lot at the moment, which is people taking a knee, I think they call it at the moment. And for any of you who are British or I think just Western or perhaps just any part of the world really, you'll kind of know historically or even contemporaneously that taking the knee is sort of it's an act of tribute, it's an act of acknowledging that someone else is higher above you, that they have authority over you, sovereignty over you even. And so that makes taking the knee quite a well, in itself obviously it is only symbolic, it is a very important symbolic gesture, right? And I think that that's sort of symptomatic of sort of what the mob are kind of making people do at the moment. So I have this friend on Facebook, and I do know him in real life, but on Facebook he was trying to sort of cheer people up, because I know a lot of people have been down about all these lockdowns and stuff, but also the riots and brutality and all that stuff. And so he was just trying to make people feel better, I guess. He was posting stuff like, "Oh, you're all love, try not to worry." And throughout the series of posts he was making, I don't know, he's free to post what he wants. That's quite a nice thing to do, I think, actually, to try and make people feel better. But during that, there's one nice thing he tried to say was all lives matter. Just he didn't even make it explicitly as a as a tweet, as a post in itself, trying to have a go at the movement. He just casually sort of said it in passing, and his sort of timeline kind of blew up as you would expect. And I didn't really see it all. I wasn't really there, watching it as it all unfolded. But from what he tells me, he got harassed a lot, called the R word, as you can imagine. And in the end he sort of made a post of a half-assed apology, trying to sort of get people off his back, I guess. And I don't blame him for that, really. I know how the mob can be. They can be really aggressive and insulting, and harass you, and try and harass your friends and stuff. So I can kind of see why he did that in a way. But I also sort of think he shouldn't have, because when you kind of apologise for something, you are in a sense admitting that you did wrong, that you there's something regrettable that you did. And I just think he sort of was just appeasing them. And like I say, I don't blame him. It's a pretty hard situation to be in when that happens, but we're seeing it with most people, really. I mean, that's just one example, but celebrities are doing it all the time. They're constantly apologising for offensive jokes or offensive clothes they wore a few years ago, and they're now banned shows. I mean, we've seen that with Come Fly With Me, Little Britain, and we've also seen that with the guy who played Keith Lemon. I mean, I never really liked Keith Lemon stuff, but I didn't really think it was kind of rude, but I don't think it was that offensive. But he sort of made this soppy video. I don't know if you've seen it, you probably have. He's basically crying, saying, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend other celebrities who happen to be black by dressing up as them." But I mean, he never apologised for playing white celebrities and taking a piss out of them. But I think that was a silly thing to do. You can you can't really even imagine actually the amount of shit he must have been taking from the mob over that, right? And we're also seeing it with constant taking down of statues, because those people own slaves or just vaguely participated in an economy that had slavery as a component of it. But and I'm not sort of going on a bit of a tangent here, but the point is that you can't really the mob, they don't really give you an inch for dissent. You have to fall exactly in line, or else they do come at you, they call you racist and stuff. And it's quite reminiscent really of what happened in 1940s China with the Communist Party. They would like publicly mock and harass people who were ideologically impure, I guess, as they would call it, or just not socialist enough. And well, that's if you were lucky. They would they'd sometimes do worse than that to you. But you sort of get my point of where this is going. And if you do apologise, but they'll never, they'll get off your back, but they'll never forgive you for ever stepping out of line at all. Like like the guy who played Keith Lemon, for example. I can't see him being as prominent as he used to be now. Like, yeah, because he's got a tarnish by his neck. He's tarnished both in the eyes of a mob and in the eyes of normal people, because everyone's like, oh well, he's not making jokes anymore. He's not making funny jokes anymore. So it's just not a good idea to really to submit to the mob. I don't know, I think that's about all I wanted to say, really. That's about it. Try and it's really weird, like just like how they're cancelling things at the moment, man. I mean, like, heard about Uncle Ben's rice? Apparently that's offensive now, because calling someone uncle is offensive. And then they're doing that with a lot of American brands as well. It's it's fun to laugh at. It's like I said in my first video, it's fun to laugh at these people every now and then, but when it's like pretty obvious that they do have significant institutional power, and it's getting less and less funny by the day, to the point pretty much now that you can't even laugh at it without being called the R word. So I think I'll leave it there. You get my point. So sort of try and stay alright, I guess.